Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Rock Fabulous 40s. It's been a little while since I've recorded, so I thought I would jump on here and do a quick look today. And today I'm going to do something that I've never really tried or attempted to do before. I want to do an entire look using nothing but sticks. Like stick makeup, stick blush, highlighter, foundation, eyeshadow. The only things that I don't really have as sticks is going to be like my mascara, of course, and I don't have a stick concealer, so I'm going to use just a cream concealer that would be that I feel would be kind of like maybe the same consistency of a stick. Alright, so the first thing I want to start with is priming my skin, and I'm going to start with this Milk Makeup. This is like a hydrating primer stick kind of thing, and I actually like to use this as I'm dropping it. I actually like to use this under my eyes. I actually got this like in is it a Sephora? Oh, this is my Sephora birthday set. I got a Milk Makeup birthday set this year from Sephora. Gosh, I can't speak today. And this came in that. And typically before I do my makeup, I'll usually throw some Clinique All About Eyes moisture gel under my eyes, but since I'm going with a full stick look today, I figured I'd go ahead and I'd use this. I do not feel that the Milk Makeup is quite as hydrating as the Clinique All About Eyes, but I mean, it does the job okay. I kind of feel like it tugs at my skin a little bit right there. Guys, my voice is like a little bit skippy today, and I do apologize for that. I don't know if it's allergies or what's going on, but it's been like either nonstop rain here, or it's been just that cottonwood stuff flowing around in the air everywhere. So it's either cottonwood or it's rain. It's never an in-between thing here. So, alright. Next for primer, I'm going to use this Maybelline Master Blur Stick, and this is in the light medium shade. This is a tinted primer stick. Honestly, I am not the biggest fan of this, so I'm only going to place it in the areas where I feel I have kind of enlarged pores, areas that need a little help. I'm not going to apply this all over the face. I feel for my skin it's a little drying to apply this all over the skin. So I'm just going to go just a little bit here where I have some pores. And these do come in multiple shades, so you can get, pretty close to a foundation shade or a skin tone shade for yourself. And then I'm just going to kind of push it into the skin there, just only where I have those problemed areas. I find that if I put this all over my skin, I do find it to be just a little bit cakey under my makeup, or it makes my makeup look just a little bit cakey. So I don't like using it all over. I do feel though that it does help a little bit with blurring the pores. I might just do just a little bit right here on my number 11s, because I find that if I don't put something there that's a little bit blurring, that it just kind of makes those number 11s stick out really bad, and then the foundation tends to cake into those. So I always try to put a little something there in the number 11s. Mine's kind of a crooked number 11s. So for foundation today I'm going to use my Clinique Chubby and the Nude Chubby sticks. I've got two of them here. I use the lighter one, which is called Capacious Chamois. I use this in the wintertime when I'm really, really light. And then I use the Bountiful Beige shade, which is quite a bit darker, in the summertime after I've been out at the pool all summer and my skin is kind of tanned up. I'll use this. But when I'm in between stages, I'll mix the two together and it comes out being the perfect shade. So I'm going to start with the Capacious Chamois. I hope I'm saying that right. Capacious Chamois. I have created video reviews on these. I'll link them down below if you guys are interested. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and just draw this all around my skin. I really like this because it is a very natural coverage. You can still see your skin through it. It's not heavy feeling. I really do love this, and as you can tell, this is all I have left of it. I mean, I use the snot out of these. Then I'm going to mix in just a little bit of the Bountiful Beige. Not much of this, because I'm not quite completely tan yet. So we're just going to go with just a little bit of this guy here. And then I'm taking my Luxie Precision Foundation brush, this guy here, which is, it's kind of a flatter brush, but it's still like dense and fluffy at the same time, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and just blend in that foundation. And like I said, I do really, really love this stuff. Okay, and then one of the things I like to do is I like to take my damp beauty sponge. This is the one from Japanesque. And I just kind of do one of these numbers over it just to ensure that the foundation is really pressed in and that there's no streaks, which normally with this foundation there's not. Okay, so now that that's done, let's do concealer. Like I said, I don't have a stick concealer, so I'm going to go with a cream. And the cream I'm going with today is the Bobbi Brown Corrector in Peach Bisque, this little guy right here. So you guys can see I've used quite a bit of it. I've hit pan, so I mean it's a pretty good concealer. So I just take my finger and try to conceal some of these dark circles I've got going on. Okay, then I'm going to take just, this is a NYX, what are you called? It's just a professional makeup brush. I don't know what the actual name of the brush is. And I'm just going to blend that concealer. You guys will notice I am not rubbing and tugging, I'm just patting. Okay, so let's move on to blush. And for today's blush, I'm going to use the Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek Tint. And this is in the color, I believe the color is called Perk. I got this like in an Ipsy or a Boxy or something like that, like a really long time ago. Actually, no, wait. Did I get it with my little birthday kit? I might have. I honestly don't remember. These are available at Sephora in full size. You can get them there if you like. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually just going to take my sponge and I'm going to rub it into the stick like this and dot it, dab it on the cheeks. And I'm doing it this way because I don't want to just rub the stick on my skin. Now, this foundation that's underneath is pretty good. It's not really going to rub off if I, do like that. But I don't know, I find the blendability of this blush stick a little bit easier for me anyway, if I am doing it this way. Alright, next we're going to go for highlighter, and for highlighter I do have another Clinique product. Guys, I swear I'm not trying to push Clinique products on anybody. I myself just personally love them. So I'm going to use the Clinique Chubby Stick Sculpting Highlight in the shade Hefty Highlight. This is it right here. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll just kind of draw it on the back of my hand and then take my finger and pat it on. Sometimes I'll just rub my finger in the stick. Sometimes I'll just rub my sponge in the stick. But I think I might just dab it this way today. And then take my sponge and blend that on in. I like this stick. It actually gives a nice dewy look without it looking like a stripe of highlighter. Even when my skin's a little tanner, it still doesn't look like a stripe of highlighter. It's more dewy than anything. So I really feel like that when you have aging skin, and you guys know, if you've been watching me for a while, I am in my later 40s. So I feel like when you have I feel like when you have aging skin, cream products are usually the best way to go because it doesn't accentuate any lines or wrinkles in the skin. Some powder products are still pretty good. I still use a lot of powder products myself, but creams seem to be, I want to say, the most forgiving for aging skin, at least in my opinion they are. Okay, brows are done. I'm going to take this, I don't remember what the name of this is. I think it was Cella. It came in an Ipsy quite a while back. I love this, and I use it just to do a little bit of outline right underneath my brow. Just kind of outline a little bit, and then I'll take my finger and just spread it out, blend it in. I feel it cleans up my underneath my brow quite a bit. If I have like stray hairs that I haven't plucked because I haven't had time, I will use this and it covers them and you don't really see it. Okay, so before I move on to the shadow, I'm actually going to do my Tightline first. So I'm using the Clinique Skinny Stick. Yeah, that's what it's called, the Clinique Skinny Stick, and it's just in the black shade here, and it's just a teeny tiny little eyeliner, and I use it to tightline my upper waterline. So when I tightline, I don't necessarily go the whole way into the waterline because I don't want to get the eyeliner on my contact lenses, but what I do is I do go from the underneath, and I try to get the eyeliner in between all the little lashes there, and I feel like it really makes the base of the lashes look thicker and healthier, and I really feel that it makes you look like you're wearing eyeliner and that your eyes are open without actually putting a ton of liner on the top of your eyelids. I feel also like when you're a little bit older, the eyes start to droop a little, like mine are getting a little hooded, so I don't like to put eyeliner on the top anymore. I used to all the time. I just don't like to do it anymore because of that droopiness. So I tightline. The best way to tightline is with one of these skinny little sticks here. There's also a very good one from the drugstore. It's the Maybelline Skinny, Maybelline Super Skinny, something like that. Anyway, it's in a pink pencil, and I absolutely love that one. I actually like that one just a little bit better than this one, and I have it unopened in my drawer right now because I'm trying to use this one up before I crack into that one. Okay, let's move on to eyeshadow. For eyeshadow, I'm using two shadow sticks. They're both from the drugstore. One of them is the e.l.f. This is called the Eyeliner and Shadow Stick, and it's in the shade, what shade are you? It's in the shade Plum and Purple. So the side that I'm going to be using is a matte, kind of purpley side here. And it has an eyeliner on the other side that's a purple eyeliner, but I'm not going to be using that today. The other shadow stick I'm going to use is another double-ended stick. It's from Rimmel, and this is the Magnifies Shadow and Liner Stick, this guy here. And the shadow, again, is kind of a purple, which, again, I'm not going to be using that today. But the shadow side, did I say that this was a shadow side? This is a liner side. The shadow side is just kind of a shimmery pink shade here. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the e.l.f. one, the purple side, which is matte, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw that just pretty much all over the eye, into the crease, into the lid, the crease, the outer V. I'm not going to take it all the way up to the brow, of course, because it's too dark, but I am going to just ensure that I cover my whole lid space with it, basically. Then I'm going to take a brush and I'm going to just blend it in up into my crease and maybe just a little bit above. By the way, this is just a BH Cosmetics brush. It is the number 6 brush is all it says on it. I don't know if that helps you guys or not. Okay, now I want to take the Rimmel, and I'm going to do the Rimmel on just the lids. And I'm using the pink side, which, what is the color of the pink side? I think it's just called pink, actually. I have no idea. There's no color name on it. So I think this is just like pink. So I'm going to put this inner corner of the lid and out about halfway. Just kind of pat it in with my finger. Because I tried to keep the eye look pretty light, I didn't go too dark or too smoky or anything with it. I think I'm going to use a brown mascara today instead of a black. So I'm going to use the L'Oreal Telescopic mascara. This is in the dark brown. And actually, you know what? Before I do that, one second, let me find it. Here it is. Before I do that, I do want to line the inner rim. So this is the Urban Decay Waterline Liner in Walk of Shame. It is a cream colored liner. It is a little brightening, but it's not overly brightening. And I like to do this because when I tightline, some of that liner on my upper lash line tends to drift down here on the bottom, and this covers it. Plus, it makes my eyes look a little more open. There we go. Now I'm going to mascara. So again, the L'Oreal Telescopic in dark brown. Actually, this is called black brown, but it's a dark brown. I like the wand on this. I know it doesn't look very, oh, what's the word? Like it's going to grab all the lash hairs, but it actually really does. And it really gets all the lash hairs and really gets in there. So I can get it all the way down to the base of the lashes and not make a mess with this wand. And it doesn't flake or smudge or any of that on me either. Also, one of the things I like to do with this mascara is I'll top it, or not top it, I'll use this as a topper to a black mascara because this just thickens everything up so nicely. Okay, so it's essentially one coat. You guys see a bit of a difference there? I'm going to go ahead and put a second coat on this one eye. I like to do the second layer, the second coats, one eye at a time because I don't want to let one eye completely dry because then it's hard to go back over it again. It does get kind of, not crusty, just kind of dry, and it's kind of hard to pull the brush through with more product on it, and then it starts to get clumpy. So I like to do my second coat while it's still wet. Not completely wet, but wet. Okay guys, eyes are done. Like I said, I just really love this mascara, and I don't have it in the black, but I think I'm going to get it in the black because it does this nicely on my eyes in the brown. It lifts, it separates, it lengthens, it volumizes, and it's just really, really good. I really enjoy this. Plus, it works great on the lower lashes because the wand is so little. So, great mascara there. Alright, so moving on to lips. What I'm going to do for lips is I'm going to use this lip liner, which is the IT Cosmetics. This is the Your Lips But Better Lip Liner Stain. And it doesn't actually have, does it? It does. The color is Blushing Nude. So I'm going to start with that, and then I'm going to top it with the Tarte Lippy Lingerie, and the Lippy Lingerie is in the color Envy. Okay, so this is my first time wearing this liner, so I really can't tell you how well it reacts or doesn't react, or if it stains or not. I got it in, where did I get it? This was like part of a 100-point perk or something from Sephora, so I can't really tell you how well it does yet since this is my first time. Now the Lippy Lingeries, I do love these. These are matte, very pigmented, and I got it on my teeth. And it is a very comfortable matte. That's one of the things I really like about it, is how comfortable it is for a matte lipstick. I know, this is weird. This is one of the things I like to do. I like to take a little spongy tip, those old-timey eyeshadow applicators, and just kind of smudge the edges of my lipstick a little bit. And I like to do that because it doesn't accentuate the little lines I'm getting around the top of my lip. These things. I hate those things. And guys, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed my entire look using all stick makeup. Well, I guess it was kind of luck, wasn't it? It's actually kind of like how it came out. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I hope you guys did too. If you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. You can leave comments down below and let me know what stick products you really enjoy. And yeah, also guys, if you like this video, hit subscribe down there somewhere. If you hit subscribe down there, you too can rock your fabulous 40s, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.